Hi everyone, welcome to my talk on leveraging AI solutions in Odoo for increased business efficiency. So a bit about myself. I'm a consultant, a business analyst at Odoo, and in recent months I've been giving AI trainings or trainings on how to use the AI solutions to improve our efficiency at work. And there is obviously some overlap with other businesses, and today I'm there to talk about that. So, in summary, today is about really optimizing the day-to-day operations of your business using Odoo and Odoo's AI solutions. Our philosophy on the use of AI within Odoo is that we really appreciate working with proven solutions that provide time gains and or reduced friction. And also these solutions obviously have to be reliable. We need to be able to count on them for the future and when using them. And this also, coincidentally, of course, aligns perfectly with Odoo's core mission, which is to help people do more in less time. And if you want to generate funny cat pictures, well, you know where you can do it. Alright, so we're going fast here, and I want to actually walk the talk and really show you how we can use those tools that we have at our disposition in Odoo. So, in this use case, which I'll present to you, we are a coffee bean selling business. And we sell to consumers, we sell to businesses, and we actually specialize in terrible puns and mediocre sarcasm. So, as you can see, we have a website that is existing, with three main products, which is the Ice to Meet You, the Espresso Yourself, and the Steak Rounded. And as I said, we specialize in beautiful coffee beans. So, first thing that we want to focus on. We're not yet on Odoo, but we want to transition to Odoo. We have an existing website. Using Odoo's website tools actually improves integration with the rest of Odoo's tool suite. So we have our website migration tool in which I can paste our URL, and I will then submit it and fill in a few details. Up. Voila, phone number. And our primary service is to use it in our company. So it's going to take a few seconds. Meanwhile, I would like to actually ask the audience a few questions. So who here uses AI tools already in their professional life? Can you raise a hand? Wow, I see that there's quite a lot of you. I'd be interested in hearing about the use cases that you have found. We can maybe discuss it during the Q&A. Who here uses AI in their daily lives? Show of hands? Still quite a few people. Okay. And who here has used it in the last week, just to know how regular? That's again a lot of people. Wow. So I've been using the AI tools myself since GPT-3 for both work and personal life, and it's super handy. And yeah, as you will probably have seen, these tools evolve at an increasingly rapid pace and are really interesting to follow along. So the website builder is taking a moment. Let's give it another minute. All right. Okay, I think that in interest of time, we'll just move over to the already imported website on a separate backup database. So, essentially, this is the website, how it was copied in Odoo. As you can see, we've got the same structure that has been taken. On the real version, you might have some slight differences, but in essence, the Odoo tool allowed for an automatic website migration, which is super handy. I can then jump into the website editor and actually add content to it very easily. And I can also just write my text up, engaging text, etc. So I went over our business already, and now I want to actually grow my business. I want to expand it to an international audience. I want to get in touch with more people. So for that, I will first of all start by making a landing page, because we're thinking marketing, right? So I've made the structure already. I've mentioned a few of our USPs, and I actually want to add more stuff to this. I can drag the text block here. I can just add this, and I will erase it, and use the command chat GPT. And here I can say, write an engaging text you can use to promote our coffee beans to our customers for a landing page. Voila. The Odoo bot, which uses GPT 4.0, is now thinking, and it has generated a nice text, which is a first draft, which we can then edit to make it a bit nicer. That's the beginning. Okay, so I will actually add another few things. Let's add a contact form. Voila. And we can save it. Now, next step, we've made the landing page. We actually need to send people to that landing page. So I'll open the email marketing, which is what we use for newsletters in Odoo, and I'll create a new email marketing. So the subject, let's get roasted. Voila. And I will actually start from scratch. I'll insert a cover picture up, and this is a good occasion to quickly give you a tour of some Odoo features, but I won't focus too much on that. I'll get some text and a call to action. Voila. I can actually again write some stuff on chat GPT. The field or the feature is available in many Odoo fields. So generate a newsletter text for our coffee bean business. Make a few puns. Use some sarcasm and be engaging. Voila. So it's going to take another small moment to load. And we've got something. Okay. Up, been there, done. Oops. Done that. Voila. Staying in the spirit of puns. Now I've got something, it's a bit long. What I can also do now is actually click on AI, and as you can see here I have a few automatically suggested features. I can correct it, shorten it, lengthen it, etc. So I want to make it a bit shorter, so I'll click on this. It's generating an alternative that's a bit more digestible, and I can just click on it, insert, and now we have something that's a bit more abbreviated and perhaps a bit more adapted for a newsletter. So once I'm happy with it, I can actually click on send and send to all my contacts. Now, of course, I also want to reach people that already follow me on social media. So I'll go to the social marketing app, and as you can see, we've connected to our Facebook page, our Twitter page, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, etc. So I can click on new post and select which social media companies I want to publish to. So I will attach an image. Voila, why not? You can see a preview here, and of course we want some text. Now, because I want to draft the text and not immediately work in this small window, I will click on log node, expand it, and here I can again use a ChatGPT command, and I will tell it to write a social media post for Instagram and Facebook to promote our coffee beans to our users. Use to our followers. Use emoji! Exclamation point. I'm terrible at emoji, but luckily I've got an assistant that is a bit better at it than I am. That looks good. I'll log it, and it even added in some hashtags. Voila, voila. Up, I've got something that seems satisfactory. Again, I see a preview. I can schedule post it. I see that on Twitter it actually is a bit too long, but I'll just uncheck the box and I'll post it. Voila. So that's already one thing that I've done. Maybe since I'm thinking of international growth, I can also just have the website in another language. And to do that, I can just jump over to the settings, go over to languages, and add, let's say, French up, and activate the language. I want it available on my website. Voila. And then on the website, I can again use the AI tools to easily translate any text that I want. So I can switch over to French, go to the editor, up, translate in French, and you can see that Odoo has translated some fields, page d'accueil, boutique. Some others are in yellow, which means they haven't been translated yet. So I click on Translate with AI to French. It's doing the job for me. Rôtissage authentique, just for you, etc. Okay, awesome. And I can translate my entire landing page like this too. Next up, so I've sent out my social media post, I've done my newsletter, I'm getting a few leads now, which is nice. As you can see, if I go inside, I've got a probability factor that is assigned to them based on previous people that maybe have the same domain name, email domain name, or the same phone number, or just that are from the same industry, etc., etc. I can actually customize how I want to do to work with assigning these automatic probabilities. I can also click on generate leads, and I want, for example, 10 extra companies that are in Belgium in the consumer, or let's say retail, and I can click on here, and Odoo will automatically go and fetch, using some AI features, extra leads that I can actually get in touch with to do some business. All right. Obviously, it takes a few seconds. Let's see. I'll just, refresh the page in the interest of time. And we'll go ahead and assume that a few sales orders have come in from our opportunities from our CRM. And so in accordance to this, we obviously have to purchase more stock. So I create a new purchase order, for coffee beans. And I add those coffee beans to my sales order, and I want 10 of them. So I confirm the order up, and I'll go ahead and receive them. And at some points, I of course want to note it in my accounting. So I go up to my accounting app, and I will upload the vendor bills that I've received. Let's see, OXP bills. So because I'm an existing business in this case, I've already received a few invoices for those coffee beans, and it's digitizing them automatically, applying OCR to do image recognition on the text and automatically recognize the contents of those bills. So if I enter them, you can see that it detected the products in my database, assigned the right account number, the right vendor, etc. So it's a huge time saver already, especially when I have many vendor bills coming in all the time. When I click on confirm, it tells me that I've already successfully validated more than 10 bills for the coffee beans without making any corrections. So do I want to automate the bill validation from this customer? I can just activate the automatic bill validation. And so in the future, when I upload more bills from the same vendor, I don't have to do anything, it's all automatic. Now let's do one quick other example, and I'll upload what I call here an abnormal invoice. So it's again scanning the invoice. It takes a few seconds, as you can see. Up, I press refresh, and you see that we have a warning on top. The amount for coffee beans appears unusual. It's for 151,000 euros, so sounds a bit problematic. It tells me what the expected amount is, and it asks me to validate if the amount is correct. So that's also a good time saver, and it's good against potential scams. Oops, nope. I don't want to confirm it. So yeah, flagged as spam. Okay, so I've done some website stuff, I've done some invoicing stuff, and now I actually want to tell my customers about how to make their coffee. I want to tell them, tell my employees how they roast their coffee, etc. So I can just create a new article, roasting coffee guide. Again, ChatGPT, write a 5-step guide on roasting coffee. Use bullet points. Voila. And like this, I can quickly generate a quick draft that hopefully is universally correct. And of course, I will likely need to edit it a little bit to make it complete. But it saves a lot of time because we all know what those steps are. We just need to get them down and written in the documentation. Now, I can also write publicly visible documentation that I share on my website. And I'd like to go over one last very cool feature. So let's say I've got my website, it's all up and running, and now I want to add something more to my website, which is a calculator. So that feature doesn't exist in Odoo in standard, but I'll get it done. What we can do, and which I think is a super interesting feature, is to actually embed our code, embed external code into Odoo. So as you can see, I've inputted the Embed Code block, and then I can actually, let's see, go over to ChatGPT for this specific use case. Guys? Oh. Okay. Have you seen the Embed Code block thing? Okay. So here I will request it to generate some code for me with the minute I've got left. Go ahead. Let's see. Again, in the interest of time, I'll skip ahead. I have the code ready, so I just go into the edit block and I'll paste up my code that was generated with generative AI in here, and I actually have a brew method calculator, so I select which type of device I have, how many grams of coffee, that's a lot perhaps, and the temperature of the water, which is 100 degrees, and I get something funny, something nice that I can actually use for my customers. So the Embed Code block is super powerful in the sense that it can augment your website with features that are not in Odoo. And to develop a bit more on that, I'm not a programmer, I cannot code, but I can now develop new solutions using generative AI tools. Okay, well that's it. Thank you. We've seen a lot of nice features today, from website creation to generating some small code for our products, for our business. The key takeaways are just text generation is a super powerful tool. It's just a matter of how you exploit it. We can also generate small widgets or bits of code with AI, And it's also very good to keep an eye on the new developments in AI. There's stuff every week that comes out. It can really enhance your positioning as a business in the marketplace. Um, there's a lot of new stuff in Odoo 18, one of which, and that is quite a big deal, I think, is that we now use GPT 4.0 as the ChatGPT feature. We can now also import bank statements, we can generate job descriptions, the translate feature is getting better, we get alerts for abnormal invoices, and some other features are that we can automatically plan shifts for different employees based on their availability. Alright, so in case you have any questions, you can scan the QR codes, go on the link, and yeah, I'm listening.
Hello, hello. So
Hello.
the first question is being written right now. Let's wait.
Oh, there's quite a few.
Yeah, that's quite a few. But all of them are being written right now. Okay.
Should I go on the link so people can see them also on the screen, or?
No, it's fine. I
Okay.
can read it. Okay. Are the OpenAI API token included, or we need to provide our own with Enterprise?
I see. So Odoo has its own API for OpenAI. You don't need to input your own API key in it. It's free and it's available to anyone. Of course, don't abuse it. It's for you. It's a small gift.
Thank you. Can Odoo auto format the text like this, like the with the little stars?
In theory, it could, but right now it doesn't yet. You can ask it to not use Markdown text formatting, so it doesn't input the little stars, etc.
Is the embed code feature? Oh, it's here. Is the embed code feature going to be standard in Odoo at some point?
It is already standard. You can go on the website editor and embed code anywhere you want.
Nice. Is it possible to ask ChatGPT to analyze data in my database, like generating a progress report for a specific project?
Not at the moment, no. But Odoo is always looking at new new potential features using AI. So who knows?
Okay. What are the 3 most used AI tools on your day-to-day work life?
I use ChatGPT a lot. I use Claude.ai with its artifacts feature to generate small scripts and programs that I also use to augment basic Odoo features, and some prompt managers and stuff like that.
Nice. Is the OCR free?
So the OCR, you get, I believe, 200 free credits, so you can scan, digitize 200 documents, and then you have to purchase OCR tokens that are about, I believe, 10 cents a page, or 10 cents per document.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Okay. What is currently the roadmap for AI in Odoo?
There's not much I can say on that, except that Odoo is always looking at new developments in AI, and when we estimate it to become great and that we can implement it reliably, then we likely will do it. It's a matter of time. It's still a new technology, but rest assured we're looking at it.
Thank you. Then, where does Odoo get the lead from in the leads generator?
I'm not completely sure on that, but it scrapes a big database of companies that have information attached to them.
And then, how long does it take to migrate the external website into Odoo?
Well, usually it depends on the website size. When it's a small website, it should only take a minute, 2 minutes. It's never going to take half an hour or 2 hours. I'm not sure why it failed here, but I've had some connectivity problems, so that might be it. Hopefully it goes faster for you.
Yeah, I've tried it and it goes quite fast.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Will it be possible to use LLMs other than ChatGPT?
I don't know yet, but hopefully it could be quite interesting because some LLMs are specialized in other use cases.
Okay. Mm-hmm. OpenAI has been increasing the price of their tokens steadily over time. Can we expect these features to stay free?
Well, in my experience, the API is actually getting cheaper over time. Now, of course, more advanced models are more expensive, but the trend for most of them is that they, yeah, become cheaper per token. Um, as far as I know, there's no plans to make it paid at the moment.
Okay, thank you. And the last question, does the Embed Code will generate maintenance fees?
No, that's also a great part about the Embed Code block. No extra fees, no custom lines, etc. So you can go ahead and have fun with it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone.